team my junior year. Came up here and visited. Loved the place, fell in love with it, fell in love with the people. Had an opportunity to play early, and it was a great public university. So for me, it was just the right fit for the type of person that I am. So, that's why I put my name on the paper.
And the bond with the defensive line and the group, you talked a little bit about it, but will you miss that as you move on?
Oh, definitely, man. I think anytime you build a bond with a group of guys, you're gonna miss it. But we're all mature, and we all know that there's something every man has to do on his own. We're in the workforce now, so everybody's on their own. We'll definitely always have that relationship with one another. I imagine we'll still get together really often. So I'm not that worried, but I'm gonna miss seeing them every single day.
What kind of added importance do you put on these meetings with teams and interviews, especially since you're limited right now?
Yeah, it's very important, but the main thing is you want to be yourself and tell the truth, and just speak well. That's all they want to do is hear you tell the truth, because 9 times out of 10 when they ask you a question, they already know the answer. They just want to see if you're the type of guy that's going to try to, make an excuse, lie about it, or tell the truth. So that's the main thing.
How do you guys, up front, how have you been able to use the chemistry to, I'm sure you can play off of the guy next to your strengths and vice versa. How did that develop throughout these last 4 years?
I think just getting to know each other, chemistry in practice, being able to communicate. We spend so much time together. We know each other really well. A lot of times what one's going to do and what the other's going to do. So I think it just comes with time, experience, and playing together. And we played together for 4 years and with Dexter for 3 years. So, we had really good chemistry.
And for you moving on from that, what gives you the confidence that you guys as a collective group can then join other groups and be as successful?
I think, that's the reason why we recruited to come to Clemson. That, we didn't know each other in high school. The coaches found us, separately and brought us together. And luckily, when we got together, we all got better. So that was good. So I have no doubt that we can go to another organization in the NFL and do the same thing.
Who was the first player on the D-line that you became close with or friends with?
I'll probably say Cleveland. We came in together. We've been roommates our whole career. Our parents are really close. So that's probably the first guy that I really, got joined at the hip with.
How did you meet? Did you meet him at a camp or did you meet him?
We met at the spring game before we signed that spring. So we met there, me, him, and Christian, and kind of just hit it off. Same type of guy, same kind of background. So
yeah. Lastly, for me, what's your favorite story of whether it's Cleveland or Christian or any of these guys?
Favorite story?
Yeah.
Man, some stories that I can't put on camera. That's what
the most PG, the best
yeah,
PG one.
The best PG one?
Yeah. Maybe PG-13.
Man, I don't even have one off the top of my head.
Okay. Appreciate it, man. Thanks, Austin.
You said that your parents are close, your moms are close. What do you notice about Cleveland's relationship with his mom?
Oh, it's special. Like a lot of people know, his dad passed away when he was really young, so that's kind of his rock, his mama and his dad. So, their relationship is really special. He loves her to death, and she loved him to death. So that's a beautiful relationship.
The thing that I've heard that she wants out of him and that kind of drove him to Clemson was he wanted to be challenged here. And so have you noticed he responds to, I guess, being challenged, being tested in adversity and whatnot?
Yeah, he responds very well. He's a very diligent person. He works hard. He's willing to face any challenge. I believe he can do anything, which he can. So to see a guy, have that drive every day and to see how he faces adversity, it's special to see.
Yeah, you said you had similar backgrounds too. What are the similarities there?
Just the kind of household we were brought up in. Our parents believe in the same thing of how a child should be raised. So, tough parents. Not a lot of leeway. My mom and dad, they were really, kind of overbearing. And from hearing his stories, his mom was too. So, and just, our parents will have similar beliefs, similar personalities as well. So we kind of just meshed.
Do you think that overbearing helped you become such
definitely,
player?
Especially now looking back, I definitely think it helped me. Because, when I was young growing up, I was just mad. I'm like, dang, I can't do nothing. I can't go hang out with my friends. Can't go to no parties, nothing. But now when I look back, I'm kind of glad because those same kids that did have the leeway that I didn't have, they aren't, I'm not going to say they're not successful, but they definitely could have been, doing something way better with their lives.
What's the biggest thing you learned at Clemson that you can take with you to the NFL?
And I'd probably just say to be a good person more than a good player. Make sure people remember what kind of person you are before they even, begin to think about what kind of player you are. Because at the end of the day, that's kind of what separates people, whether it's in football or whether it's in business or whether it's in, whatever it may be. Just be a good person first and everything else will take care of itself.
Hey, Austin,